Hi, air signs, and welcome to your soul vibes for May 16th through 31st, 2020. The way this reading is going to work is I'm going to pull an overall general message for all air signs using the transparent oracle, and this oracle actually builds on each other. So that will create the foundation of the message for all of you. And then what I'll do is personalize it per zodiac sign for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and I will leave timestamps for each sign. So let's get right into the reading and see what your soul vibes are, see what's going to happen, what's unfolding for all the air energy. We will build the foundation for the overall message. Oh, okay. Let's see. We have 4 there, so that is a sign to end it and pull these forward. All right, air signs, let's see what's going on for you. Ooh. Okay, we definitely got some romance, some connection, some relationship energy coming through for you guys, okay? This is what flew out. And there's actually 4 here. I've only been stacking 3 at a time, just to kind of keep, the message really grounded, but 4 flew out for you. So this message for the air signs has a lot to do with relationships and connections. What do we have next? Ooh. I just want to get it so that you can see the whole picture. This is you, air signs, okay? And look, there's 3. So we've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and what's all around you guys? Relationship energy. That is the focus over the next 2 weeks at least. And so let's see, what do we have here? Ooh. And I'm going to put these guys down just so you can see the full beauty of this card here. This is an angel on your shoulder. There are answers coming in. There is protection around you. There is a lot of guidance that's going to be given to you over the next couple weeks. And so certain connections and relationships in your life where there's been confusion, answers and clarity coming in, okay? But also there could be some new energy coming in for all the air signs. And just look at the picture that makes. Yeah. Oh, isn't that pretty? And at the center is a pentacle, something manifesting in the relationship sector of your life. And again, I don't want this to get lost, so I want you to see this for itself. This is a gateway to the celestial realm. This is about destiny and magic and divinity, and this is the energies of above, okay? So you have energies of self, and you have these angels coming in, guiding you, protecting you, and now you have this portal to the astral realm opening up for you guys. So air signs, oh my goodness. Some of you, this is about relationships, and others of you, this is about like your spiritual path, your destiny in that area, as well as maybe connecting to more spiritually minded people that are much more like you. You guys share similar belief systems, but this is clarity, understanding, stepping through a gateway to the higher realms, okay? And then the angels coming in to help you manifest, and here you are. This represents you specifically, all the signs here. And then we have the relationships, the connections. So this is the basis. Something is changing in your relationships and your connections, and this could be in the physical, and for some of you this could be in the non-physical, coming into new spirit guides, you know, opening up more to the angels, because you also have this astral realm. Now, if this is just specifically around relationships, you know, friendships, family ships, romances, you guys are stepping through a portal, or once you get through this portal, there's some different connections on the other side of it that are very blessed, that are destined, okay? Because you have the angels around you, protecting you and guiding you right now. You are not alone, okay? You see that just behind you, the angels, and it's leading you through a portal, a gateway to higher vibrational energy in connections with the physical as well as the non-physical. So that ran really deep, air signs. And I keep feeling like I called you guys all Libra at the start. If I did, I'm sorry. And if I didn't, do not ask me. Maybe this is a special message for Libra, but Libra is really like heavy on me through this whole reading, and I know this is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So again, if I referred to all of you as Libra, I am sorry. And then also, if I did not, man, Libra, your personal message about this is going to run really deep. So let's pull another card and get a little more information about this gateway to the higher realms, as well as these relationships and connections in your life. Okay, Capricorn, I teach you. So this being the other energy that is anchoring for all three air signs here is, I know that Capricorn, I know that Saturn has been a big deal in what you've been going through over the last 3 years, okay? Because Saturn has been in Capricorn, just barely moved into Aquarius, but on May 11th has gone retrograde and is going to slip back into Capricorn at the beginning of July and will remain retrograde until the end of September. It will take all the way until the end of 2020 for Saturn to move back into Aquarius and start the Aquarian transit, the new energies. And so for you guys, all the air signs, between now and the end of the year, there's a lot that's going to be shifting and changing for you, because you're wrapping up major cycles with Saturn. And when Saturn is in retrograde, all your past energies and efforts are going to start paying off. Things that were stolen from you, things that you lost, are now going to return to you in a new form. All the experience from your travels, good, bad, as well as mistakes and bad choices you made, all of that is going to transform into wisdom, and you evolve into a different being. And we do see that, like, going into another dimension, another realm, a big shift in vibration and frequency for you, and the angels all around you. So each one of you has been working with Saturn big time, as Saturn has moved through Capricorn, and Pluto is in Capricorn and Jupiter is in Capricorn right now. Those are, you know, major heavy hitters right there. And Jupiter is also going retrograde on the 15th, and that is going to bring blessings that are owed to you and due to you guys. Okay, so between now and the end of the year, a lot is really going to start to shift in your favor. I intended this to only be for the next 2 weeks, but Spirit has done this in everybody's reading. So I feel this retrograde season and this eclipse season that we've just entered is going to be a big game changer for a lot of people. And I see it with air signs around relationships and your spiritual path, and you have grown and you are about to receive all that evolution that's due and owed to you specifically. All right, air signs, so hold on tight and remember, the angels are all around you. It's time for manifestation to come into your relationships and your connections. Some of you, this is about romance, okay? That's your focus. That's where you're at right now. Others of you, this is around, you know, friend connections, really wanting to align to people that feel like your soul tribe. And for others of you, this could be some healing and some mending with certain family members. And you're coming into new insight. You're really expanding beyond everything that you've been through. And at the center of it all, we have this pentacle, which means there is a manifestation coming in for you. And remember, you have this portal right here to the higher realms, and that's where the angels are. The angels are trying to help you manifest this change in relationships. And also, because it's relationships, it could be the relationship with yourself and also your relationship with the angels, your relationship with your spirit guides, becoming much more aware of that, and you know, them wanting to bring all the guidance they possibly can to help you right now in your life, because this is you and the energies around you helping you, especially around relationships. So air signs, that is the primary message coming through. It's running really deep. I'm going to start personalizing this for Gemini. If you are a Libra or Aquarius, go to your timestamp below. All right, Gemini. Let's get in and see what all this is about for you specifically. All right, what do we have? Ooh, you have the moon and cycles. So yes, very strongly connected to the general message that came through is you are moving through different cycles, okay? You are coming to an end. You've been working very strongly with Saturn, and Saturn is completing its transit through Capricorn, which ends with this, you know, retrograde, and then it's moving into Aquarius again. And as we move into 2021, we're all working under new Saturn energies. And this is big for you guys specifically. It's attached to like a lot of different life lessons and soul lessons that you've been working on. All right, so let's see what's next. Okay, we have an animal guide coming through. Look at that. Doesn't that look powerful? And this is energy of the south. This is summer energy. Okay, and this is the stag. This is leadership. This is the divine masculine energies within. So if you are male, this is you reclaiming many lost soul fragments and coming back into your personal power and a big balance, coming into your solar plexus chakra. If you are a feminine, this could be talking about, you know, how you are going to receive a deep healing from a relationship shared with the masculine in your life. Also, this could indicate a new masculine coming in, as well as you reclaiming the soul fragments of yourself, which allows you to come back into your personal power. So there's a balancing in, you know, in your sacral chakra as well as your solar plexus chakra. So this is lovely. We're coming out of a big heavy cycle. You've learned it's time to evolve, and in that place you are strong, you are stable, you have reclaimed yourself, and you stand in your personal empowerment. Yeah, because now we've got some more summer energy. We've got fire. And that's action. That's motion. That's things happening very quickly. You're coming to the end of this cycle. You are going to grow and mature and evolve into this energy of the stag. You are going to feel empowered where you felt lost, insecure, unsure. Now you feel certain and focused and grounded. And there's this part of you that's being ignited, and what held you back no longer will hold power over you. Okay. And for all of you, male or female, there could be a very strong masculine energy that's gonna come into your life and be very helpful for you. This could be romantically, this could be a new friend, this could be a co-worker, this could be a spiritual companion. It's just, this is a very strong masculine energy that shows up as you end this really heavy cycle that you've been working on with Saturn. And this person could help expand you and grow you even further. So that is the first set of messages that attach to this. Let's see what else is coming through. Oh, this is good. Here you are, the ending. And the cauldron is the cup, the new beginning, cleansing in the emotional body, new connection, new romance coming in, falling in love with something, falling in love with yourself. And you know, also with the cups, that's emotion, that's your intuition, and this could go back to that, you know, portal to the higher realms where you are receiving a spiritual activation or upgrade, some of you. Okay, so that is beautiful and quite synchronistic after this. Okay, what do we have here? We have some darker energy, but this is the spirit guide that sees you through the shadow. Okay, so Gemini, you have had a spirit guide working with you through this really heavy energy, this cycle attached to Saturn, and I feel this spirit guide is now like leaving your, like, all the direction and guidance you needed has been complete, and so this spirit guide is shifting out and you have new spirit guides shifting in, and we saw that with the primary message. And so this is like a spirit guide coming in right now to tell you goodbye. And you know what, that has never ever happened in any reading I have ever done in my life. So I know that some of you have really gone through it. Some of you have been going through dark night of the soul. Some of you are really heavy, challenging relationships. You know, others of you just other setbacks in your life, and it's been a struggle and it's been painful, and you've been dealing with shadow energies, external, internal, and this guide has been there with you quite solidly all the way through. And now that you are evolving and you're expanding, this guide is like, my work is done, and I want to say goodbye and wish you well on this beautiful new beginning that you are entering, and these you know, higher frequency beings coming in to guide Gemini. That's powerful. Oh, and now we have an animal guide coming through. Just take a look at that for a second. Oops, I have it backwards, sorry. It's number 37. I know numbers are meaningful and synchronistic, so it's number 37, 52, 56, and 37. This is an animal guide coming in now that, you know, really wants to help you come into a higher understanding, higher experiencing. Okay, this is the raven, and the raven brings you the insight through the trickery, through the mischief, through the darkness. Oh, okay. I wonder, as I, no, that's not another animal guide. You know what? This stag coming through, I feel, is a new spirit animal that's coming to work with you. And it doesn't have to be a stag, because much like this raven, I feel as though you are no longer going to be working with this energy. Like, this was a spirit animal that's been helping you navigate these more shadow energies that you've been dealing with, along with this spirit guide. And now also this spirit animal coming in to say goodbye, and I wish you well on the new beginning ahead. And you have this new animal guide coming in. So you have new spirit guides and new animal guides coming in to your experience. So let's see. And hold on just a second. My kitty is getting after this box, and it is driving me nuts. No, baby. And I just don't want him to make a lot of racket with it. They love boxes. I don't know how many of you guys have cats, but boxes are like better than the toys I buy them. So, but it's not so great when I'm trying to do readings. Okay. Let's pull some more cards, Gemini. Ooh, look at that, Lilith, ignored shadows. So you have been doing a lot of shadow work. Again, some of you going through dark night of the soul, and dark night of the soul is more of a spiritual awakening process, and others of you, this is really connected to a lot of relationships, and you're coming out of this, Gemini, because remember, you have this spirit animal and the spirit guide that's been working with this shadow energy with you, now leaving because you've completed it, you've graduated, you're evolving beyond it, and there's new spirits coming in to start guiding you, and a new animal spirit. So some animal just starts showing up all of a sudden, the same animal, maybe you see it outside, you get pictures, you see it, you get little emojis. If one specific animal keeps popping up, that may be your new spirit animal trying to introduce itself to you, because you completed your work. You've been working hard with Saturn, and now all of this shadow energy is fading, it's dissipating, and you are rising to a whole nother level. And look what's next. Venus loves touch. Guess where Venus is right now? She's retrograding through your sign, Gemini, okay? She is bringing you insight, clarity, understanding, and healing. And look at that. You have the cauldron, which is essentially like the Ace of Cups. There's something, some new magic that is brewing. There's something that's about to manifest, and it's connected to your emotional body. And you have Venus loves touch, and Venus is in your sign right now. She is retrograding. She is bringing love into your life, okay? She's pulling in these new spirit guides and this new spirit animal, and there's definitely going to be new relationships for you guys as well that are much more evenly yoked with who you are and who you're evolving into after all of this work. So let's pull some tarot. Five of Wands, internal conflict coming to an end, as well as fights, arguments, disputes with others. Queen of Pentacles, yeah, some of you, this could involve a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but as your energy, this is that beautiful transformation, that evolution that's happening for Gemini, where we're leaving the past behind, because there's beautiful new energy coming in. It's very strong, stable, and secure. And now look at that, we have the Lovers. Ooh, Gemini, it is time for new romance for some of you. But again, this goes back to those connections that are near and dear to your heart, friends, family, soul companions. There's deep healing coming into you about these connections, okay? Where you've been hung up, unable to understand, unable to heal, unable to let go, all of it. It's going to start changing. You're moving out of this shadow energy that you've been working on with Saturn, okay? And now Saturn being retrograde, it's time for the wisdom to come to you. It's time for what you've lost, what's been stolen from you, to return to you in a new form. It's time for past efforts to now be rewarded, and big time in relationships for you guys, okay? And I guess that would make sense, with the spirit guide, the spirit animals saying, the mission is complete, our contract is complete, it's time for you to move on, with these different energies. Gemini, I would say that means there is a lot of new relationships external that are also coming into your life under love's touch. Look at that, Five of Cups, where we were sad, where we were heartbroken, all of that's beginning to heal. You're coming into the clarity and understanding. And again, there's new relationships, physical as well as non-physical. Six of Swords, nice. Moving on to smoother, calmer energies, especially in the mental body. And Seven of Swords, yep. All that has been taken from you and stolen from you, Gemini, is going to return to you in a new form, okay? And also your own mistakes of the past, you are now evolving beyond them. You are really transforming into an entirely new being. And what used to fit and work well with you, it's not going to fit anymore. It's time for new energy. It's time for new connections. You've done your work. And, after a really heavy transit with Capricorn, why do I want to keep calling it Capricorn? With Saturn. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, okay? But, after a long, heavy transit of Saturn, you do go into a period of reward and calmer waters, because you need to recover yourself, to reclaim yourself, and you are being built in a new way for the new adventures that are up ahead, the different life lessons that you're going to be working on up ahead. So you are moving into a very nice time, Gemini, and you're letting the past go. And there is so much new energy coming in for you. Truth. Speak from your heart. It is the only thing worth listening to. So you're going to come into a lot of insight, clarity, and truth, as well as some of you are finally going to be able to say what you've got to say, what you feel in your heart and soul, different things that you've held back, okay? And Gemini, just because of the potency of the energy right now with retrograde season and then eclipse season coming, there can be people that want to re-enter your life, or make a truce with you and have closure with you, you know, about things that they regret and they wish they had done differently. And you know, this is a general reading and everybody's on different paths, but I do feel that most of you, anything of the past, you're no longer going to be interested in, because you are truly moving into like a whole new dimension, a whole new world. You have new spirit guides coming in. You have a new spirit animal coming in. You have new relationships coming in. Okay, so I really do feel like anything of the past, you're just not going to want anything to do with. You're going to just be high on this new energy and this feeling inside, and where spirit is taking you, that the past is the past. But again, this is general, so some of you could feel differently. You've just got to go with, you know, what any relationship or situation speaks to your hearts, okay? So those are your messages, Gemini. I am sending you guys lots of love and light and wishing you the very, very best. Take care. Hello, Libra. How are all of you guys doing? Shuffle the cards a little bit. They're not the easiest to shuffle, but this is such a neat deck. And it really does allow you to pull in messages in a dimensional capacity. All right, Libra. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you to add on to this primary message. Ooh, you guys got a gateway coming through. The gateway to the spring. So this is beginnings, new energy. This is energy of the East. So this could be new relationship coming in, friend or love. This could be a new job. This could be a new idea. This could be a new path that you're walking down, a new change that you're making. But right away, you guys have this gateway that, and here, you know, we're talking about these new spirit guides coming in and this portal that's opening for you. And it comes out in this first card for you guys. Okay. So let's see what is next. Oh my goodness. We have another gateway coming through. I just try to center it so that you guys can, oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean gateway. We have this landscape coming through. It does kind of look like a gateway, doesn't it? But no, this is the landscape of the forest. And there's roots, and you are very connected to other different souls that are, you know, still embodied, walking this earth, and you're very connected at the roots of your soul to other spirits who are not currently embodied, and for some of you, because of the way this opened up, aren't even of this realm. This feels quite spiritual for me, for you guys, Libra, and also because there's such an element of roots about this energy. Your connections to others. There's a big focus on your connection to others, and that's going to play out over the next 2 weeks. But because we do have Saturn showing up in your reading, I know that between now and the end of the year, Libra, there's a lot that's going to be happening in your relationship department, and that's all relationships, and not just with your friends, with romance, with family, the relationship with yourself, the relationship with your spirit guides, the relationship with source, the relationship with your animal guide. Okay, there's a lot of shifting taking place in you guys in the relationship department in general. And there's a lot of new energies coming in as well, because first card out is a gateway. All right, let's pull. Oh, and look at, man, this is card 11, and this is another gateway. This one is a gateway. It's not a rose garden. It might look like a rose garden, but it's not. It's another gateway. And I just have to say, even though the forest is here, it's a gateway. I mean, I cannot not see this. Like, it's all these three energies stacked on each other, creating a portal, a gateway, and you also have it here. So yeah, you are definitely stepping into something, Libra, and this gateway is about fruition, abundance, materialization, prosperity. Okay, it's like, it doesn't get any better than this. You've got the gateway of spring, you've got the gateway of summer, so that is the east and the south energies coming in for you, as well as this gateway to the higher realms, the energies of above. And then this forest energy, to me, that's another gateway that's opening up for you guys. And this, again, because we saw how very spiritual this could be for some Libras out there in the primary message. This forest energy could be opening you up to like the elementals, and activation to your current spiritual awareness and understanding, or your spiritual gifts, and you're going to be aligning to new beings that are not familiar up to this point on your journey. And we do see new beings coming in, and the angels are all around you. So Libra, holy moly. And look, that's number 11, and that represents you and your energy, the balance, right? Libra, gateway after gateway after gateway. This reading, even though I only wanted it to be out for 2 weeks, I only have one more after you, which is Aquarius. And I'll tell you, through fire, through water, through earth, Spirit is not just talking about 2 weeks. Spirit is talking about like the entire year, and it has everything to do with retrograde season and eclipse season. And we just entered retrograde season, and that will be going really strongly till about the end of July. And then there's a few planets that will trickle off and start going direct in September, October, and November. Okay, but the main intensity goes from May through July. And then we have eclipse season, you know, pretty much going from the beginning of June to the beginning of July, and it's smack dab in the middle of retrograde season. And so for you guys, the retrogrades, the eclipses, especially what Saturn's doing, is very powerful for you. And that's what these gateways are about, these breakthroughs, stepping into new energy, leaving the past behind. A lot of evolution has been achieved on your behalf, Libra, no question. Let's see what's next. Oh, we've got an animal guide coming through, and we've got the turtle, and the turtle is wise. And you know, the turtle has gone on a journey of solitude. So many of you have felt very alone in some way or another with what you're going through, or just in life, like not having a romantic partner, or not feeling like you have really great friends, or not feeling connected to your family. Okay, it's just, there's been this element of this solitude journey going on for Libra, and in that process, through all those experiences, you've gained a lot of wisdom, and that's why you have all these freaking portals coming in. Wow. And what do we have here? We have Mercury coming through. I just want to get it so that you can see it. So Mercury retrograde is coming in June. It starts June 18th and then goes through, I think, like July 25th or so, or maybe less than that. I know it goes retrograde, and it goes retrograde in Cancer. And so what this tells me is that Mercury retrograde through Cancer, and look at Turtle is water energy, and Cancers, are also known to be a bit of a loner, kind of closed off, blocked from the rest of the world, going into, periods of hibernation from everything else. I see that kind of same energy for Libra, because turtles have a shell, right? And they can go in their shell. Crabs have a shell. They go within their shell. Mercury is going to retrograde in Cancer. So those of you that have really been in your shell, this retrograde through Mercury, or this Mercury retrograde through Cancer, I feel is the energies that are bringing you out of your shell, because your spiritual quest is over. Your life lessons you've been working on are complete. It's time for a period of reward for Libra, and that comes through the Saturn retrograde moving through Capricorn. And all your experience transforms into wisdom, Libra. This is going to be a powerful time for you the rest of 2020. And Mercury retrograde through Cancer is pulling you out of your shell and bringing many truths, many insights to you. And let's see, because the last card out is the World Tree, which this is as above, so below. So everything that you've been working on spiritually, which is your life lessons, right? Because everything is received at the soul. All of your efforts, all of your failures, all of your mistakes, all of the times you felt like you were cheated and you were at a loss, all of that now is transforming and returning to you in new energy, in new form, in new experiences, in new relationships. And you are definitely feeling more connected into the higher realms, even if you don't consider yourself to be somebody super spiritual or super intuitive. You are connected into the higher realms. There is like this activation for all Libras here, because as above, so below, Libra. And now all of this that you've been working on is going to manifest into the physical. And this does entail a lot of relationship. And Capricorn could be around your goals, different successes, different achievements you've been trying to manifest for yourself. Some of you, all of these gateways could be speaking of that. But for most of you, I really do feel this is around like relationships, all relationships in your life. And the Mercury retrograde through Cancer is going to be very empowering and a powerful time for Libra. So let's pull some more cards. Fifth house, passionate energy. Ooh, and you know what? I cannot believe I did not even mention this when I was picking up on the Cancer energy. There is going to be a new moon annular solar eclipse right on the cusp of Cancer and Leo on the 21st of June, just after Mercury goes retrograde, okay? And so you've got the fifth house coming in, which is Leo energy. So that particular new moon eclipse is powerful for Libra. That could bring in new romance for sure. That could ignite a creative idea. Some of you that have something you've been working on, or project or an idea, but you've set it aside or you've lost motivation. This eclipse could change all of that, where you receive that motivation, that creativity, whatever it is. It's like boom, right there, and you're able to complete that goal, that task, that accomplishment that you really wanted to bring into manifestation. And then others of you, this is about romance, like romance heating up in your life, new romance coming in, or finally having some breakthroughs in an existing romance, because we're moving through these new portals. And because we have I would normally say it's 100% new energy, but because Mercury retrograde showed itself, some of you, this could be relationships from the past returning, and you guys finally get your closure, or now is the time for a romance to unfold, okay? So Mercury retrograde and Saturn retrograde and the new moon annular eclipse in June is very powerful for Libra. So those are very significant. Look it up, do more research about that, and be happy because you guys are so blessed. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and look at cusp. Teamwork brings success. So this new moon that is on the cusp of Cancer and Leo, that is helping you, Libra, somehow, some way. This is like divine intervention. This is manna from heaven. This is destiny. This is the universe pulling things into your life, bringing two people back together, okay? And it's like finally getting the manifestation, the success that you've been striving for. So I would say that the new moon solar annular eclipse is the most powerful out of all, even more so than Mercury retrograde and Saturn retrograde. And Saturn is pretty powerful, but it is something around that new moon eclipse that just sets things off for you. Something can just come into your life so unexpectedly, but again, it's positive. There is success. You have success coming, and we do see, you know, at the center of all the cards, there is this pentacle. There is something manifesting, and you have a lot of energies in the non-physical helping you. You have the angels coming in around you, and then we're also talking about relationships and romance with the elementals, the mermaids, coming out of your shell, coming out of a hermit stage, out of a period of loneliness, of solitude. All right, Libra, let's pull some tarot. I'm going to give these a good shuffle just to make sure I don't have any of that Gemini energy on them still. Ace of Wands, yes. Ace of Wands is good. Ignition of the soul, creative ideas, creative juices flowing, new romance, lighting you on fire, okay? Receiving, you know, really positive messages that excite you, new ideas, a new happiness for life, new optimism, seeing a new path, doors opening. Six of Cups. Things of the past, and remember, this is relationships, and some of you, this is dreams and goals that you started on, but you put on the back burner for whatever reason, and now a match is being lit underneath you to complete that project and bring it into success. And again, you got a lot of non-physical helping you with this, but the past definitely coming back, and we see that with Mercury, and now it's confirmed here for a new beginning. Nice. Oh man. Things that were lost, taken, stolen from you, Libra, returning to you in a new form. Some of you, there are relationships that have gone to the wayside that are returning into your life for a new beginning. And then again, these dreams, goals that you had been working on but set aside, there's this ignition within, and it's time. The time is now to complete that. Over here, Three of Pentacles, under teamwork brings success. There's a lot of energies on your side, Libra. There is just so much going in your favor in the weeks and months to come. Yeah, Six of Wands, reward, recognition, victory, completing that goal or task, okay? Getting a lot of attention, some of you, really standing out, especially, you know, those of you where you have this energy of the past coming back in from other people where they just can't forget about Libra. And the Magician, magic. Oh, Libra, the way certain things are going to unfold for you guys, it is going to feel like magic. These eclipses are going to be good to you. And, you know, sometimes there are different energies that have to shift out, and that's a little uncomfortable. But whatever is shifting out, just let it be what it is. because it's making way for what's trying to shift in, and what's trying to come in is amazing. You have 3 portals here that are opening up for you. Saturn is going to reward you and transform your experience into wisdom and allow you to evolve. Mercury is going to tie up loose ends and bring certain things from the past back to you during retrograde. And then that solar eclipse is manifesting or bringing something very, very special to you, Libra. So let's pull some advice. Okay, well, that one just jumped right on out. And what do we have here? We have the crown chakra. Not surprised to see that, since some of you are having this activation on a spiritual level. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. This is saying don't worry, Libra. And not only don't worry, don't second guess yourself. You know, if you decide on one thing, just go with it. If your intuition is really telling you something, don't let your mind talk you out of it. Follow your intuitive promptings. You've got these angels. You've got this access to the non-physical realm, and then this crown chakra. You are being so divinely guided and protected right now in everything that you do. So whatever is coming back into your reality, you need to trust that that is spirit pulling these things back into your life for reason, for purpose. Anything that is falling away and permanently gone, it does not belong for the rest of your journey. It will not fit well on you as you evolve and transform through Saturn returning and blessing you. Okay, so Libra, trust the journey, trust the process. Because there is a lot of beautiful blessings coming in for you guys. There's just, not only in the physical, but in the non-physical. You guys are so loved. Don't forget that. And I know that some of you, this has been a solitude, lonely journey, but all of that is truly starting to change for you, Libra. You've got 3 portals, you know, coming out of your shell. So all is well, Libra, and better is definitely ahead. So those are your messages. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care, Libra. Hello, Aquarius. How are all of you doing? Let's see what messages Spirit has for you to add on to the primary message. All right, those went in kind of tight, so that must be where we need to stop. All right. Ooh, Aquarius. Look at that. You've got the setting sun. And this is good, okay? There is some area of your life that is coming to a conclusion, that is coming to completion. The sun is setting, but this is energy that has to go to make way for the new, for you to step through this portal, whatever this is going to represent for you personally. But the sun is setting in some area of your life. And, you know, for some of you, you could be like, thank God that is finally over. I am ready to move on and move forward. Let's see what comes next. Oh, this is a reference of yourself, Aquarius. Okay. And this is all about, you know, physical touch. But you, Aquarius, are starting to touch on something new, on some new energy. And that's why this, whatever this sunset is, that's why it's time for a conclusion to come into your life, because you are touching on something brand new. And let's see. Ooh, we got some elementals coming through. And this is, I just want to, you can see. So here's you, Aquarius, and now here are these energies that are coming in, and this is about mystery. and helping you solve the mystery and helping you navigate the depth of your own emotion and darkness that you may have been struggling with, because we do have Saturn coming in, and I know Saturn is not an easy energy to work with when Saturn is on our back, working us hard, trying to grow and evolve and expand us. And you know, I've seen that message through Gemini, through Libra, even in the opening. So I know this also pertains to you, Aquarius. You've been going through it, and now a lot that was mysterious to you is about to be revealed, and you're going to understand why certain things in the past had to end and come to a conclusion, even if you didn't want them to. Okay, you're going to come into that full understanding as to why that took place, why that happened, because of what's about to start unfolding for Aquarius. So let's see what's next. Oh yeah, you've got the World Tree coming through, and this is as above, so below. So partly with this energy and the Saturn retrograde, what was stolen from you, what was denied you, what you lost, Aquarius, is now going to return to you in a new form. And you know, as above, so below, this portal to the non-physical is also opening quite strongly for you guys, where you are receiving that angelic guidance. You are hearing your spirit guides. Some of you are meant to be mediums, okay? Some of you are meant to really embrace your spiritual gifts and talents and expand on them and evolve them into much greater tools than they currently are. And you know, with this World Tree, Aquarius, each and every one of you is very spiritual. Your intuition speaks to you. You hear the angels. You hear your spirit guides. And you may think of it as your own thoughts or just a wave of energy that goes through you, but you do hear it. You do receive that guidance, okay? And some of you, you might be receiving a nice activation to the crown chakra, so you become much more aware of that guidance that is being given from the higher realms. And what do we have now? We have a portal. This is the gateway to summer energy of the south, which, you know, brings you into a period of happiness, harmony, abundance, prosperity. There is something that is going to manifest for Aquarius, okay? And ooh, look at that. I just want you to see that one before I stack it. And that is the seal of protection on Aquarius right there, okay? Aquarius, you are protected. All that's coming into your life, all the new energy that's beginning to unfold, it's not going to just fall beneath, give away beneath your feet. And some of you might be really afraid of the other shoe dropping, things really not working out. But there's this seal of protection, and that would go back to, you know, these angels right here that came through in, you know, the primary message. You've got these angels all around you, okay, protecting this manifestation that's meant to come into Aquarius's life. So Aquarius, you truly have nothing to fear at all. You are very divinely guided and protected right now. And you have this higher realm, this higher portal coming in. And also remember this romance and a relationship energy showing up in the primary message. And that's why, you know, relationships, certain relationships of the past, there's a reason why the sun had to set on that relationship, and you're going to come into that understanding. You know, some of you may have been really hurting or in the struggle to understand why a certain connection had to end or why they treated you in a certain way, and now all that understanding and insight comes to you easily because there's just this portal that, you know, has been opened for Aquarius along with Gemini and Libra to access the angels, to access the higher realm, to finally understand your journey, put the pieces of the puzzle together and let it go, so that Saturn can return to you all that energy that was lost, but in a new form, so that it is also transformed, so it is also in alignment with who and what you are and what you are becoming and evolving into. So let's pull some more cards. Second house, a gift for you. Yes, see, something beautiful is manifesting for you, Aquarius. And, you know, second house is about abundance, finances, assets, material possessions. So there is something beautiful materializing for you guys. And again, I feel what you've lost in the past is now returning to you and in new form. And boom, here it is. Over here, we have South Node, unresolved karma. All right, Aquarius, you know, part of this energy and work you've been doing with Saturn has been to resolve your own karma, because Saturn is, you know, just went into your sign. However, Saturn is now retrograde and is going to slip back into Capricorn. And when that happens, that's where, you know, the energies return to you that are, you know, transformed in a new image, in a new vibration, in a new frequency. So a lot of what you've been going through the past 3 years, and this could even go back as far as 7 years, I feel, for some of you, has been balancing your own karma, and you've completed that. And at the end of the year, when Saturn moves back into your sign, I feel it's going to be very positive for you. You're going to have insight that you didn't have before. Yes, you will still be working on life lessons, but I feel those lessons will have more to do with you discovering who and what you are, truly seeing yourself in a new light, through new eyes, in a different perspective, where you're not so hard on yourself. There's a lot of compassion in your own eyes for yourself, a love for yourself, forgiveness of yourself, okay? So as Saturn transits your own sign, it's going to be a much different experience for you, because you've balanced these energies, you've resolved a lot of your karmas, and that has a lot to do with the sunset as well. Like, that part of your experience is now drawing to a conclusion, and you're moving into a new cycle, into some new energies. And there's portals that open for you, Aquarius, and there's beautiful manifestations coming in, and there is new relationships happening for some of you. So let's pull some tarot. And look, in each one of these, there's beings. You are very protected. You've got that seal of protection over you for whatever is coming up, Aquarius. It's like the past is the past, and that's resolved. The sun has set, and it's time for the new. The other shoe will not drop on you. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, look at that. It's time. You're done with the old. You completed that cycle, Aquarius. Yep, see, the Two of Pentacles, moving out of the old, coming into the new energy. But this also representing how Saturn just moved into Aquarius, but now is going to retrograde back through Capricorn, and that's where the wheel really shifts for you. Things start materializing and manifesting for you, and then Saturn moves into Aquarius once again and starts a new transit, and that's very powerful for you. A powerful time of change. And King of Swords, you look at that. You're on your game, Aquarius, whether you are male or female. You're coming through as the King of Swords. So your mental body feeling in balance, your emotional body feeling in balance, that connection to the higher realms. You're receiving that guidance, that insight, that clarity. You're seeing the energies dissolve and change in your life. You're ready to let the sun set on whatever truly needs to be drawn to a conclusion and just move forward. You feel so free. Next is the Eight of Swords. Look at that. Yeah, you felt very restricted. Like a lot of no matter what you did, it just like you didn't have much success, feeling stuck, having no options, being unable to get over you know, some emotions, some emotional baggage. But that's because you were working on karma, and karma takes as long as it takes. Yeah, and there are a lot of things that happened to you during this process. You did lose a lot, but remember, all that you lost is now returning to you in a new form, Aquarius. Look at it, and there's the devil. And this all comes out under unresolved karma. Yeah, Aquarius, you're done with that, okay? And this could have been some karma that goes all the way, you know, to a previous lifetime with the South Node here, okay? Some of you, this could be just stuff that's built up this lifetime, but for many of you, this has a lot to do with previous lifetime. So if that's the case, you're wrapping up a really big soul cycle. We see it with the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of emotional baggage you've been carrying or been unable to get over somebody, move past it. Could be that they were just a karmic, and now that you're shifting into this new energy, that is going to be resolved. You're not going to want that karmic anymore. You're going to see them in different eyes. Different things you were reaching for in the past, you're going to see why that didn't work out. It wasn't your path. It would not have led to your highest happiness. There was no real potential there. It would have just been a dead end. All that clarity coming to Aquarius. And again, there is something manifesting, some sort of materialization happening for you, which makes you very happy, Aquarius. So between now and the end of the year, a lot's happening, and I truly only intended these readings to talk about the next 2 weeks, but every single reading, Spirit has been talking about all of 2020, and it has to do, you know, with the retrograde and eclipse energies and just how that's really going to shake things up and change things up for everybody. And for Aquarius, it's happening in a very positive way. So let's pull some advice. Foundation. Foundation is what the castle of your soul is built upon, root chakra. So this new cycle that you're moving into, Aquarius, feels much more stable and secure, whether this is like, you know, a new location you're moving, a new job that's coming into your life, a new relationship, romantically or friend, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of solidity to it. You're not flapping in the wind. You don't need to worry about the other shoe dropping. You were working, you know, for the last 3 to 7 years on resolving some karma, and you've completed that, and now you're evolving and transforming, and this is a period of harmony, of flow, of abundance that you're moving into. Okay, so those are your messages, Aquarius. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.